Hey everybody, this is Dave with Thorostat, looking at PIMLICO's full card analysis for Thursday, May 25th. Um, I'm the creator here for Thorostat on YouTube and on Twitter at Thorostat, Thorostat. I'm on the NHC tour, have been for 3 years. My goal here is to use stats raceland, show you how to handicap, how I handicap actually, and use stats racelands to be effective in just kind of cutting through the noise. We typically have to handicap a couple hundred races throughout the weekend. This allows you to focus on some speed and pace figures, any angles that you have set up, as well as diving into some progeny, dam, and sire stats, as well as trainer and jockey angles. So we're just going to dive right in. Typically, top four selections I give out. I recommend win and place on the top selection, top pick. You can play those top four as an exacta and trifecta. Honestly, I play rolling pick threes. I play pick fours if you follow us on Twitter. But play them however you play. Not telling you to play every race. Ultimately, goal is to help you uh, kind of dive in a little bit deeper into races. You think there's a vulnerable favorite or a horse you want to single. So my goal is to help you kind of cut through that noise while you're handicapping. And let's look at Pimlico Race 1. Pimlico Race 1, 5 furlong turf sprint maiden claiming. I foresee most of these also eligible scratching out. So I'm just going to handicap the race without them. There's some early speed here, but I do think, as I mentioned in the Preakness video, if you've watched that, that the the stretch and just how Pimlico's turf course is set up, the last furlong or two run more like a route race with wide open stretches, a little bit deeper of a turf. So I think this 6 is going to close and be the speed of speed here and actually win this race. 6 Clouds of White is going to be our top selection. The 3 is the early speed, is going to hang on, I believe, for a piece of it. Quick Quay, and I believe the underneath two horses I'm going to use are going to be the 11 Irish Mirage as well as the 9 Fashionista. Our top four here, Pimlico Race 1, are going to be 6, 3, 11, and 9, with the 6 Clouds of White being our top selection here, Pimlico Race 1. Pimlico Race 2, 6 furlong allowance race here on Thursday. The 8 and 9 are going to be kind of running out front here, kind of dueling each other out. The 9 just has pure, not just early speed, but just the purest speed in this entire field from what I've seen looking at the pace figures. I think the 9 St. Jude, going to be our top pick. 105 and a half is pretty consistent all throughout with the early speed it already had. So 9 is going to be our top selection. The 8 should hang on for a piece of it, but I think remembering Wilbur, the 3 is going to be our second selection. The 8 Abuelo Paps is going to be our third choice, and to round out the top 4 for Pimlico Race 2 here, we're going to use the 4 Magic Mule. Our top selection again, St. Jude, just raw speed here, morning line favorite. With the 3, remembering Wilbur, the 8 Abuelo Paps, and the 4 Magic Mule. Top 4 again here, Pimlico Race 2, are going to be 9, 3, 8, and 4. Pimlico Race 3, mile and a 16th claiming event on the turf here at Pimlico on Thursday. 9's got a ton of early speed here. I'm gonna try to beat this horse. Looks like it kind of slows down, and I think the 9 may go off as the second favorite. I'm going to use it underneath, but I'm going to try to go bombs away here. I'm going to play the early pick 4, I believe, as well, Pimlico, on Thursday. But I'm going to pick the 1 Super E as a long shot choice top selection here. Morning line 8 to 1. As I mentioned, how this turf course runs, the 1 can just kind of get some room and save some gas in the tank. Should run down the 9 here at Pimlico race 3. I'm going to go with the 1 on top. Really trying to get some value. It is a 9-horse field once this main track only scratches out. The 10 Nicky Bear also, if the 9 does end up burning out on the front end, may hold in, but the late speed is just slightly better here for the 10 with a little bit better value. Morning line 10 to 1. The 9, will hold on for a piece of it. And then the last horse in our top 4 here is going to be the 5, Hellman. Well bred. I believe the mare 88% ROI on the dam of this 5 Hellman. Yeah, 88%, 32% in the money, $17 median win dollars on the mare, the dam of the 5. So we're gonna try to beat some favorites here, get some value in this pick 4. We're gonna go 1 is our top selection, Super E, 10 Nicky Bear, 9 Stimulus Maker, 5 Hellman. Race 3 Pimlico, 1, 10, 9, and 5. Pimlico race 4, 4.5 furlong, maiden special, filly baby race. No discernible speed figures, so we're gonna have to go digging a bit. This may be one of the longer races for us to kind of find some value here, but we're gonna go digging. The 1 is a second time starter. Didn't really have much run. The 2 looks like they all are coming out of the same race here. Second time starter, ran up the rail, came third with Carlos Carrasco. 3, first time starter, 25%. I might pop back over here. 13 starts, 3 in the money finishes on that Dams progeny. The 4 stumbled back on Cinco de Mayo. The 5 dueled, finished second, getting Angel Cruz instead. Had a gate work since, so looks like they're getting that 5 game. Also, the 5, the 6, decent gate work here. Unproven mare though. 7, second time starter. Damn, 47% in the money. 5, 6, and 7 are looking pretty good here. And then the 18 Tina Tina. 9, first time starter, gate work. To get some value here, I think we're going to do 5, 6, 7, 9 in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to kind of bounce back over here. I'm going to use the 5 underneath because it is going to be the favorite. I like the 6, Kellen, on top as our top selection. Brittany Russell, Sheldon Russell with this divining rod. Filly with the gate work. Multiple gate works back to back here. Buried the 1 at Delaware Park here on the 13th. Brittany, 18% first time starters. Divining rod. 15% himself as a sire with 2-year-olds. So we're going to go with the 6 for some value on top here in race 4. Over the 5. Over the 7 and the 9 to wrap out our top 4. Our top selections in this baby race here at Pimlico. We're going to go with 6, Kellen, our top selection, 5, 7, and 9. Once again, Pimlico, race 4, 6, 5, 7, 9. Race 5 here at Pimlico wraps out the early pick 4 and starts the late pick 4. Looking at this 6 furlong race, we've got some horses here that kind of just burn out and run on the front end. I think the 5 and 6 are going to be in the mix here. Once again, I try to find value, some speed figures, pace figures that stand out above to get us some additional value. The 5 will hit the board. I'm going to go with the 9 on top, Indian Lake. Just that 110 and a half is a lot higher than this 5 here. The 5 obviously will finish in the money, I believe. Uncle Ernie. The 6 should hang on to Baracho, and the 3 are going to be our top 4 here at Pimlico Race 5 on the 6 furlong allowance optional claiming. Top pick is going to be the 9 Indian Lake, 5 Uncle Ernie, 6 Baracho, and the 3 all threes. Once again, top 4 in Pimlico Race 5, 9, 5, 6, and 3. Pimlico Race 6, we're looking at maiden claiming 6 furlongs on the main track. 10 and 2 are going to have some pretty early speed here at this $45,000 tag. Once again, just pure speed for me, I think is going to kind of close in from this middle of the pack. So I'm going to go with another price, 3 Calming Storm on top as our top selection here in race 6. I think the 2 and the 10 will hang on a bit. Still going to try to find value, beat the favorite if possible, which is going to be the 10 here. I think the 2 will hang on. The 10 will be in the mix, and the 5 O'Connor Sunset here will run on late for a piece of it. Will it finish third? Not quite sure, but we're going to play our top 4 with the 3 Calming Storm on as our top selection, morning line 6 to 1, the 2 Disputed Claim, the 10 Pay Zone, and the 5 O'Connor Sunset. Once again, top 4 here, race 6 at Pimlico, 3, 2, 10, and 5. Pimlico race 7, 5 furlongs on the turf, allowance optional claiming. 7 and 3 should be setting the pace out front here in race 7. I like the 8 though, just because as I mentioned before, this turf stretch tends to run more like a route. If you can get that 1 to 2 furlongs, get clear, get wide if possible, and stay clean, you should have a nice trip if you got some late speed or even just total raw speed. I like this 8 Pyron as our top selection, morning line 5 to 1. I think Momos will hang on for a piece of it. The 3. I also like the 5 Allegan and the City Zip Mare Zeramid to wrap out our top 4 here. If there's a scratch, the 7 looks like a contender. Don't really like how the late speed just kind of tapers off quite a bit. So we're going to go race 7, 8 as our top selection, morning line 5 to 1 Pyron over the 3 Momos, the 5 Allegan, and the 9 Zeramid. Top 4 here at Pimlico race 7 on the turf. The 8, 3, 5, and 9. Pimlico finale race 8 on Thursday, mile and a 16th on the main track, claiming event. The 4 is going to be the favorite, is the morning line favorite, Mr. Cellular, but I think there's going to be some pressing out front and a closer that could come and pick up the pieces. The 9 is going to be out front, it looks like, setting the pace. 4 is going to be pressing off of it. Will close. It's going to hit the board. I don't think he's going to win, though. The top selection, though, based off these late speed figures, I think the 5 is going to run down this 4 and 9 here in the stretch. I like the 5, the Thinker, as our top selection at Pimlico in the finale race 8. I think the 4 will hang on for a piece, as well as the 9. Sorry about that. And the 4, 9, and who will hang on as well. And the 2 will get a chunk of it, Mercury 10. Um, no one else really has much to write home about here in the speed figures. So our top selection, long shot morning line, 6-1. The Thinker, 5 on top. The 4, Mr. Cellular. The 9, Don Bernardo. And the 2, Mercury 10. Top 4, race 8, Pimlico, 5, 4, 9, and 2. That's going to wrap out our Pimlico analysis and card for Thursday. As I mentioned, follow us on Twitter at Thorostat, THOROSTAT, and on YouTube at Thorostat as well. Subscribe to get our full analysis videos. We'll post a handful of individual race videos as well, breaking down little short form from some of these longer videos, as well as some live streaming on the weekends, as well as the summer meets for Del Mar and Saratoga. We're just going to recap our top selections here. Pimlico, top selection, race 1 is going to be the 6. Race 2, top selection is going to be the 9. Race 3, the 1. Race 4 is going to be the 6. Race 5, the 9. Race 6, the 3. Race 7, the 8 horse, and the finale. Race 8 is going to be the 5, morning line 6-1. Once again, thanks again for following along, watching along, playing along. Good luck on Thursday with Pimlico, and let's make some money.